Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Dennis. Today is Sunday, May 26, 2024. Currently it's recording this in the afternoon, but this is because I finished the entire National Aquarium. So hope you guys enjoyed the video to see what's my experience with it, and definitely give this a recommendation to come visit here when you go to Baltimore. Biggest aquarium and beautifully organized, especially with their exhibitions being primarily a one-way walk path. So this is one of the buildings. We're located standing on Pier 3. There is a Pier 4 secondary building in the back for the discovery for the dolphins, as well as the invasion of the jellyfish. There's also a paid exhibition. I forgot what it was called, but I didn't visit that at the time. But very, very beautiful. This was originally built in 1981. So this is a very modern building, and I can see that probably the engineers might have had a clear vision of what they wanted to do with this building. And you know, I'm not sure if they even had a renovation with this, but it was a wonderful place to visit. This is an interior shot of the National Aquarium. All the exhibits would be up the escalators. 2 levels, I think you go up. And the cafe is right at the door. That's where we entered to get our tickets earlier. This is in the Blue Wonder section of the National Aquarium. It's like a healthy ecosystem. Looks like it's feeding time.
Nice fish.
You can even view it on top as well. It's a great view to see the fish right here. You get a top-down perspective, kind of like you're outdoors, and there's no glass to inhibit the reflection. That's why we get these great shots over here. We're on the curvy glass section, so there's a shark right over there. Very low light and dark, so hopefully we get to see if we come past by here.
I think this is here. Is that lemon shark?
Lemon sharks don't look like that.
There it is, tied.
This is the upper deck of the first exhibit of the Blue Wonders exhibit. Oh, here we're gonna see feeding right here. Look at the whole group of them. The manta ray definitely got the big of it. Okay. There is better lighting from this perspective. In the shark exhibit, the tube is circular glass is right there. Oh yeah, it looks like the manta ray is covering the entire fish bait. She's gonna get another one.
So happy right now.
I think that bait is making splashes of water, as you can see right there. It must have the scent. All right, here it goes. This habitat over here is supposed to resemble the Allegheny Stream. You can see some of the mountains located in northwestern Maryland. And here's the map of Chesapeake Bay and the National Aquarium Harbor. Here's a list of the species over here. Most of the animals we see here are the blacknose and the rosy-side dace. Did see one northern hog sucker, but the wood turtle is very interesting to see. It seems to be blocked. a view of some of the marine life I mentioned before. One fish hanging in the rocks right there. That looks like a sucker fish right here.
They're not in this one. I think they're in a different one. This is cool though, huh? Look at this fish. Look, this one's saying hi to you.
But the turtle was initially really hard to find, but I was able to see it. Right there is the turtle. You see his head right there. It's like taking a nap in the shade. The next exhibit over here is called the Chesapeake Marsh. So it must be around the Chesapeake Bay near the aquarium, but probably more south. Here's some of the fish and wildlife you can see here. The Chesapeake Marsh does have much more smaller fish over here, and probably more the sand, probably could be from the sandbar. But what's interesting to see is that the marsh is growing all of these mussels, conglomerations. You can even see a better view on this side, up close. Probably some barnacles on the sticks as well growing. Probably because it's more salt water. So they deal with high and low tides probably. There's not much going on top, but more of the aquatic life is in the water.
More little fish.
So this environment is called
These guys are a lot
the
faster than those river fish.
Assateague Beach.
I want to look for the striped.
It's located in southeastern Maryland, probably around Ocean City, because it's right under Delaware.
He doesn't look striped.
These are all of the fish that you can see over here. And as it's a beach, a lot of sand, but a lot of the ocean's activity right here. Probably love the wood structure right here with all the barnacle and whatnot to survive high tide. So probably if you step onto the beach and see fish, this is probably what the environment will look like. Not much activity going on in the above the water. Most of it is over here. So the final environment in this exhibit is called the Atlantic Shelf. The Atlantic Shelf is located a little off the coast from the Assateague Beach, probably near Ocean City, Maryland again. But these are all of the big fish right here. So the biggest one probably in this tank is going to be the snowy grouper, but the black drum could be as big as 5 feet.
He's coming, he's coming, no, he's coming, he's coming.
But these are all of the big ones right here. That's the snowy grouper. And then we can see the tattoo, some of the summer flounder. This is known for the rocky reef.
Okay, it's okay.
You can see that the water is a bit darker here.
Yeah? What is that?
I know it's too dark.
No, wait, the fish come. No, the fish come. Look at you. The fish come. The fish. No.
touch it. Like what?
Going down. It's going down.
Okay, no.
It's going down. Let's get this
Wait for
one.
another one.
Try this one. Oh,
Careful.
How you feel like?
it's like jelly.
Like jelly? It's
I
soft?
know, it's like all smooth.
Soft.
Maybe you can have a few hands, like go like this, a few fingers.
No, just two. This fish kind of has teeth.
He looks. There you go. There you go.
Here, come around here. Around here, go.
He has teeth.
I think that yellow guy is the striped furfish.
It's a burfish.
This is to resemble the sandy seafloor. And this is striped right here. Some clams are inside here. Can I see a crab in here? Very hard to see it. This habitat right here is going to demonstrate the idea about surviving. So survival of the fittest, natural selection. And some traits seem to be preferable in some environments than others, such as longer nose or even the colors of their bodies too, or the body shape to help them swim better. So most of these fish that we see here are either sturgeons or gars. Even there is a soft-shell turtle somewhere in this environment. I can see it. There's even some in the background right here. It's the gar. The sturgeons are the flat ones.
Wow.
Exhibit here is to talk about evolving. Some of the fascinating members of the cichlid family in Africa's largest and oldest lake, specifically being Lake Tanganyika. Looks like it's located in Central Eastern Africa. You can see that they have a lot of different colors. Probably the camouflage is something that must be evolving as well, and maybe the size for speed and mobility, or even harder to catch predators. Here's a better view of the tank right here. A lot of the cichlids are right here, and the catfish is just behind that tree. Let's see if we can find another one. Oh, two of them right there on top of the rocks. A lot of the colors here are more brown and maybe they're a bit more dull, just probably to better survive the environment and camouflage with the rocks and maybe some of the wood that's right here. That could be on the lake. Maybe even camouflage with the rocks better too, with the spots. I think there's some fish that even likes to be near the vents as well. This activity is supposed to resemble
Oh, you can touch the sun.
moving.
Yes.
These all come from different regions throughout the world, and probably you can see most of the mobility right here. Some of the fast ones are right there. Especially with the big mob going all around the place. Most of it loves to go in some of the plant life on the bottom. Not so much about the top. It's supposed to resemble about the freshwater. Now this is the same environment going into salt water, focusing on movement. Did see just a few fish move very quickly. Let's see if we can find them over here. They're in the coral reef. So
You want to see the annex?
that one's kind of hard to spot. I think maybe the mobility is not that fast, given that they can easily hide coral pretty safe as a shelter. Probably I would say freshwater does have more mobility if you're not protected by coral reef. This is an eel, but this seems to be the electric eel. Highlighting this exhibit for shocking. Looks like they're able to generate all of the electricity right here. Looks like it's located in South America. Electricity seems to be more of a defensive mechanism, or maybe even a attacking mechanism if they want to kill or shock the prey. It's all living things rely on electricity. Even us as humans do have a nervous system that generates all the pulses into our body through neurons. And because every animal does basically have a nervous system, especially most of its food, that's probably why this method works effectively. Here's basically how some of the fish electricity can work, especially from a science perspective.
That's an eel.
To be able to see right here in a three-dimensional space kind of reminds me like of a magnetic field, sort of. They both have some type of charge or even poles. So electricity, there's a positive pole and a negative pole. And they cycle from the head all the way to the tail. This is going to resemble the black ghost knifefish. Very colorful and a lot of light to highlight feeding specifically a lot of the anemones.
You see this guy? Oh, that's the octopus. He's just sleeping. Go stand up.
I like all the colors here.
What are they called? What are the octopus hands called? See if you can find the octopus.
Is it on this side?
No, it's on the other one.
That is gorgeous.
This one's eating the other one.
It is, you're right. What's that big pink one in the
All
middle?
of the fish seems to be hiding right here.
What's that one?
This is a well-protected spot.
Spotted. Nobody red?
Did you guys see the sea cucumber?
No, where?
Whoa.
Wave crashed.
That's the waves. Yeah.
Hey, Mom, see if you can find the octopus.
I'm enjoying That's so, look at all the colors. Okay, all right.
Wait, where's the sea cucumber?
That's what I was
Live in those?
Almost didn't see the animal in this exhibit, but it's right here. Giant Pacific octopus.
Wow, what's that?
Probably one of the smartest creatures on the planet. It has the ability to camouflage.
These animals normally are like in the beach areas where waves are year round.
Some information right there about the giant Pacific octopus.
Look, you can see this.
You
This is all like climbing
can
up
see
in
the
there.
suckers right there.
You see suckers back there and he's breathing. This is tentacles and
Two animals here to see are the peacock mantis shrimp and the yellow watchman goby. It looks like the shrimp is underneath here. You can see a silhouette right there, but camera's not doing justice. Just hiding shelter right there. Still hiding. I guess it doesn't like the camera, but it's right here. The goby's in a different tank. The bottom one. Right there.
There he is.
oh yeah, I see him.
Zooming all over.
There you go.
There's a rainbow.
This exhibit for a shipwreck is going to highlight the idea about lurking.
There's cowfish.
Plenty of fish right here.
Guys, you see the boat? It's a real pufferfish, not blow. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Can I take a picture? Oh, it's so pretty. It's pink. Look, that's a rainbow one. Yeah. Look. Look, it's right here. That is called... What is it? A spot fin hogfish. Oh, dude, what is that? Yeah, just hide it in there. Dude, do you see the grumpy? Do you see the grumpy fish? Yeah. Come on, guys. Oh, look.
That one moved really fast.
Oh. Wait, where is that? Cooper.
Oh guys. Oh guys, there's some critters.
Displaying a lot of colors right here. Supposed to be from the Indo-Pacific region.
Look at that.
You know how stony these people are?
That guy's silly looking. What is that?
It's Dora.
What's it say? Hey, Leon, come here. There's a really funny looking fish here. No, it's not that. Look. Look at this yellow guy here. At the bottom. Right there. He just went under the edge, but did you see his eyes?
There's a very good coral reef, a lot of light here to resemble building, highlighting a lot of the corals. Well, all the fish right here.
They're like squiggly arms.
Where?
Yes, I know. We're gonna go to the pool soon. Right now, you know why we're here? We're looking at all the little fish, and we're gonna learn how to swim like fish. Do you know how to swim like fish, like blow bubbles? Can you do that? Do you think these fish are blowing bubbles? Do you think these fish are blowing
More light right here.
Right off here.
Yeah. Baby, look.
There's a school of fish right here. And to resemble migrating, the striped bass. Definitely I know from the south. Very common. But I like how they're moving in groups. All together. We're just stuck in the tank. But hey, the groups could resemble a lot of the fish. And stripes kind of reminds like the zebras moving all together. Interesting to see that the aquarium doesn't just highlight fish, but also some birds, like the puffin, the guillemot, and the razorbill, specifically for the North Atlantic coast.
Yeah.
Some right here.
No, it's a puffin.
Looks like they're all sitting around here. Maybe the top one on the ledge is probably the most active.
Look at that. That's a puffin.
But I think it looks like they're all sleeping because their beaks are usually headed backwards. I don't think there's anything underwater right now.
See the puffins?
Right here, the kelp forest is another habitat.
Fish way back there, huh?
Yeah. It's probably
There's a starfish over there.
There's a giant starfish right there.
There's a pink starfish right here.
Right here. One hanging onto the rock right there. And there's a shark underneath this rock here. Garibaldi.
Oh yeah.
Either a swell shark or a horn shark.
And then there's a shark over there.
Is that right there?
Yeah, a shark fin right here.
Yep.
And then there's a fish right
He always tells us we're taking fish. He's down
That looks like that's a...
That one?
Yeah. The one hanging off the rock. Hanging off the rock. You can also see it poking out from there. Oh yeah, that's some sort of a...
big starfish hanging on the rock right there.
This is what they do when they do saltwater. This is the Pacific Coral Reef.
They're fighting. Let's go get it.
Yeah, those are cool.
Which one are they?
Down there.
Over there.
The ones that are fighting?
Yeah.
Why is the clownfish black?
There's the orange clownfish. We're gonna enter a brand new section called the Amazonian Rainforest. There's a lot of big creatures here.
Oh my goodness.
That's the turtle.
That thing probably weighs 20 pounds.
What they're calling that? They're calling it arowana, I think.
What is that thing?
So it depends on seasonal flooding for their survival.
Arowana.
There's a different kind of turtle back there. See its neck.
Wow, so even some of them need to breathe in water.
See under that big bottom back there.
This is the second half of the tank. Even some of the little fish are right here. Ooh. Silver dollar.
Turtle looking.
Hi there.
This one's like on the move. I don't know what he's doing.
Morning exercise.
I guess.
There's a second turtle over there. To get more hits than these on the first half.
Grab that cricket. Bunch of crickets. Look
Here's a list of the other creatures right here.
Like that?
Look at the stingray. It's a different color. See that, Dottie? Yeah, that's pretty cool, Dottie.
Ooh, a manta ray.
So I want to see the Amazon.
This is a separate big tank. This turtle is called the big-headed Amazon river turtle. It really is a big head. I don't think there's any creatures listed on top over here. All of the life seems to be on the water here. There is a big catfish right on the back. Oh, here's its head.
Very big cat. That's a catfish.
a list of all the creatures here in this tank.
The giant talking cat.
Another list of creatures right here. Same tank.
The turtle. And the case.
It's Caleb.
Look at his eyes. Look at his dinosaur.
It's Jellies.
Guys, we'll be back.
I know. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that here.
Come and see the kingdom.
I know. But that's fine in the church.
Leon. Leon. Leon.
Oh, it's a big turtle.
Another foray.
Wow, look at all these stripes.
I see it still moving.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Goody, there's some like cave-in crocodiles.
That's the cave.
Here, come with me, I'll show you.
I don't know where the mouth is, but it's probably right there.
See the man that's right there? He's taking a picture.
This is supposed to resemble the seasons of high and low water. So the right tank we're going to start off with is for the rainy season when it floods. And wow. I think this is amazing to see. This is something you can see. Imagine like walking through this if it's not flooded. Usually, especially like during the rainy season, probably it's going to have a lot more of the smaller creatures here. They grow and multiply. Here's a list of the creatures from the rainy season, as you might see. This is the same habitat, but in the dry season, when there's not that much water, still moist, and or you see some condensation from the inside of it.
It was, yeah. But I pulled it up in the house, so that might not.
Little beetles right here. And there's a frog right there. And some bugs on the leaf too. I think he's munching on them. The emerald boa right there. The eyes like lurking down.
You get that frog in the branch over there. From this angle.
And there's this green one right here. It's the giant waxy tree frog.
Ở dưới đất có hết cây kinh không?
See it?
Ếch
Frog right there. All right, we're finished this floor and we're going up to the Upland tropical rainforest. Going upstairs. This is a view outside of it. The tropical rainforest. It's kind of like a greenhouse, because we even see the sky box right there. Very bright and a bit humid, which makes sense for a tropical rainforest. Three creatures here: marble headstander, emperor tetra, and the red-bellied piranha. Oh, right here. I feel the tortoise right now. There's very hard to find these birds, but I believe there's some of them hiding around. Here is one of the parrots, or I think they're called the macaws. There are a lot of other birds around here, but it's very hard to see. Saw something move. Ah. That's a great view of the frog. Right behind the bird. Almost didn't see it. Everyone was looking at it. Start off with the parrot. Unfortunately, his description is not listed right here. One turtle right here. And maybe others on the other side of the bridge. But check out the other side. Here's some of the notable turtle creatures. Frogs are moving. This is called the Armenian golden frog. It's critically endangered. Located in western Panama.
They almost look like rocks.
These frogs here are a little more.
Because you take forever to take 6 fish.
Say again, this looks like
These are two poison dart frogs. Looks like the blue ones are moving a lot more than the yellow ones. The blue one is called the dying poison dart frog, and the yellow is called the yellow banded poison dart frog. Lots of spots.
Super poison. We don't touch that. Only sort of glass. Let me see. Frog.
That's so tiny pink. That's so cool. It's just the light. It's the same frogs. Look at their bellies.
They all have different colors. It's called the green and black poison dart frog.
I see it.
The next one is the yellow and the blue one we've seen before. Here's a better shot. Oh, but these look a little different since they have a lot of yellow and blue and black combined. You can see some of the green ones right here. Let's see if we can find these new colors. Green, black, and the strawberry one. You see?
Black poison dart frogs. I think those are. There's a little tiny guy in there. That's the yellow striped blue. It's not the terrible poison.
How did they catch these very tiny poison frogs? I don't know. The terrible poison dart frog is it's so small. There's a yellow
There's another one right here.
I would never see it.
Wow, there's more right here.
They're so tiny.
I can't find this strawberry one. It looks like it's just the green and the blue ones.
Here, there's one little one right there. 2 little ones. 3 little ones. 4 little ones. 5
Super tiny poison dart frog.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, these are blue and black. Oh, green and black.
Very tiny. Those are the best ones yet.
Is
The best ones yet.
that little or is that
A small one right here. A couple in the back.
Yep, I see them. Aren't they pretty?
I think that's the
This one's starting to get it. Oh, look at the little tiny ones.
Ah, yeah.
That's not good.
And these poison frog, the yellow belly poison dart frog, and the imitating poison dart
The
frog.
little tiny ones. You can scooch around that.
Right now they're just all poison darts. Yeah, 3 poison darts.
Oh, looking at the brand. We just exited the Rainforest section. Now we're going to move over
Please
to
hold young
the
children by the
Reef.
hand and use caution when stepping off.
So we're going to go right downstairs. Here we are at the Atlantic Coral Reef. As you can see, the design of this setup is that we started on the upper level where the water is just right beneath our feet, and then we're going to be descending probably to see all the glass. So we'll see what we can see from the top section, but I think probably more of it is going to be from the lower levels when we're in the water submerged. Coral reefs are where the big depths of the ocean, so it's kind of dark, and the water is a bit murky, so I don't think the camera will do justice. But a lot of the fish here, this is all connected to one tank surrounding the perimeter of the walkway. So you might see some interesting creature activity here. A lot more fish activity here.
You want to see a pufferfish?
I don't see it.
Let's take a look at some of the fish that we can see right here. Here's possibly more that we can see here. We see some of those in the Blue Oceans Wonders exhibit. So we're gonna see a lot. That looks like a pufferfish.
I didn't even see where he went. The two oldest are already down to the shark.
It's like a drool. Beautiful coral reef over here. And these are more of the bottom feeders right here. Fish are even living around the water. approaching the base of the tank, and that's probably where most of the aquatic life is at right now. Very dark over here, but there is some lights right here. The striped ones we just saw are the spade fish.
Okay, give me your hand. Yeah. Here, look, stingray. Look at him. Look. On the bottom. Bob it. Stingray coming to you. On the bottom.
Stingray with bar tail.
Here he comes.
That's the fish school right here. That looks like the queen triggerfish.
And what, science?
Mouth is wide open. There's a list of the species. Coral's so tall. These are some of the exclusive fish production that are cultivated here. We're right near the base of the tank. There's a lot of activity here. concluded the Atlantic coral reef. Now we're going to see Shark Alley. The ocean's top fish. Down the steps we go and go to see some more tanks. The depths of the ocean. Aha, this is the other side of the blue ocean that we began before and saw some sharks. This view is much better as the curve we're going in, and we have better lighting to better see the sharks. Whoa! Once again, the organization of this museum is just incredible and fantastic. Being able to have a one-way walk path for all their exhibits. This is a better perspective of the light, and I don't know why this shark is here. Looks like it's just laying down. Sharks are coming. Stingray too. Oh, some fish. Well, sharks are the top fish. Here's another one that's moving pretty fast. Here's some of the species right here. There seems to be, maybe that's the nurse shark that's on the bottom. Exited Shark Alley, and the final exhibit, probably for this second building for the exhibit route, is going to be Blacktip Reef.
Oh yeah.
So let's take a look at this.
So when the first time we went was on a coast, so there was no car. It was like something a bit.
Schools all in the back.
Yeah. So like some like were really close to the surface too.
There's another shark. Two of them.
Why are they doing that? He's on the back.
Let's take a look at some of the animals or human diver that's in the exhibit. There's another page. Whoa. Plenty of species here. This area right here does have more light. Let's see if I can see something. For a shark. Here we're looking at from the right half of the center.
Come here.
We're looking right here. That's the main center.
They're not. Mommy is touching feet.
There's a lot right in the back. There's a lot of light. I wonder if that's the section you're
It's so cute, baby. Okay, hold on. The daddy said, hey, touch. My hair is scared. It will not do anything. See.
This is the rightmost part of the tank. Maybe we're going to see some fish that does a U-turn here. So this is the same fish tank we saw in the beginning from Blacktip Reef. And that's why there's a lot of fish coming up from the center, because they're probably baiting and getting the food. Now that it's afternoon, there's a lot more people waiting in the beginning to go do the journey just like us. So if you want a refresher of the species, it's right here. Same for the Blacktip Reef. Didn't see any human divers, they were just like going in there to manually get the food.
If you look deep down in there, that's where you were just looking. Does that make sense?
That's a list of it.
Are there any mammals? Well, any jump out of the water
And now we understand why there's escalators and ramps that see all the view of this. Great views. We're going to enter a place called Dolphin Discovery. It looks like this used to be like an aqua theater, but they're not offering any more shows down there. So probably what we can do is just go more into observation. And if I walk in here, you can see that there's even like a theater like for benching. The remnants of the show, the water being very blue. There are still some dolphins over here. And there's a guard right there, a trainer, I should say. But the way to see it is to go step down over here. This is probably just a relaxing place just to rest. It's very cool over here in terms of temperature. It's also nice to come here and see it. Not sure if they'll experience any splashing here since they're not performing anything, but let's go inside and see what it looks. This is the life support filtration room. All the mechanisms to keep that pool clean. You never know how all this stuff is able to clean all this out. So this is wonderful. This is the lower level of the dolphin tank. I think most of them, as you saw previously, they escaped to the other side. So you can't see it. But there's only one right here right now. And we're closer towards the bottom anyway. These are called the bottlenose dolphins.
Daddy, look up the sky. Look up.
Would have been interesting to see if they were able to make the dolphin squeaking. Sometimes their language that people like to refer especially zoologists, called speaking Dolphinese. So I wonder if we someday will be able to translate it into speaking Dolphinese. See what they're saying. Jelly Invasions is the next section in Pier 4. We're in the second building. So let's take a look and see what's in there. It looks like that the jellyfish seems to be an invasive species, especially on the Black Sea. That's why it says do not release non-native species into habitats outside of the area of their natural occurrence. These are really nice. Touched a jellyfish before, but I don't think it was this species. But these possibly were originally from the Pacific. The Pacific Sea Nettle. And that's their scientific name. According to the sign, these were originally from Mexico and they got into British Columbia, Canada. So these are all isolated right here so they don't invade the habitat. So if we don't take the invasive jellyfish species, sometimes predators, natural predators of the habitat can adapt to be able to take some of them out, you know, as in their food chain. One example that I know is that woodpeckers can eat the Asian longhorn beetles that invaded the North American forests. And that's how they're able to be more controlled. The camera's making it a little yellow. Let's see if I can make it a little whiter. But these are called the spotted lagoon jelly. They're not really that yellow, it's just the camera's not focusing perfectly and the light is not working too well. Technically a bit more brownish and have some white spots. These jellies in this tank has the color that does match what I'm seeing in real life. This is called the blue blubber jelly. Some of them are even brownish. So these are upside down. The lighting here isn't doing justice either, but this is called the lion manes jelly, and it seems to be a lot of these spindles or stingers, the barbs. Kind of makes it looks like there's a lot of hair, probably like a lion's mane. And the color kind of matches it too. This is talking about the predators here. Natural predators would normally eat the sea jellies, but the problem is that sometimes we do commercial fishing and sometimes it gets rid of these predators where they seem to be unintentional. Even plastic trash could entangle the wildlife. So we need to do a better job of cleaning our oceans, not just in America, but throughout the world as a human population. These are just some suggestions what you can do to help. This is called the Japanese sea nettle. So it's really long. And there's one hidden right there. Gotta be aware that sometimes these invasive jellyfish species, cnidarians, could go into the Atlantic Ocean, Chesapeake Bay, and even Baltimore's inner harbor right here in the National Aquarium. Gotta be careful about them. These jellies right here are called the upside down jellies. Looks like they're just staying in the ground. Here's another nettle called the American nettle. These are much smaller. American bay. These are called moon jelly. And these are actually cultured in the National Aquarium. I like that there's a lot of blue light here, but I'm not sure what their actual color is. Maybe it's white, or maybe it's blue, but there is some fluorescence going in there. So it looks like these jellyfish are able to survive in many climate conditions.
Air and help with the wetland management restoration project. Wetlands absorb large amounts of excess nutrients before they enter the waterways.
There's some information right here. Global warming seems to be helping with the reproduction, especially in the Atlantic Ocean area. All red. Maybe probably in the northern half of the northern hemisphere. Especially in the hotter temperatures of the ocean warming. So-called egg yolk jellies. Well, it kind of makes it look like it's like egg yolk. This is the Australia exhibit, Wild Extremes. Here's the map of Australia. We're going to be first going to the Northern Territory. Let's see the unique wildlife over here. There's a snake here called the Plains Death Adder.
I think that's what a skink would look like. Have you ever seen a skink? That's a skink.
Not really much movement here.
Or the elk.
There's a gecko right there. Here's the list of the species from the Northern Territory of Australia. The gecko is on the bottom. Here's some of the fish right here. The main fish here is called the spotted blue eye. This display here demonstrates the rock painting. Looks like there's a snake here. The head is right there. This is called the Loma. Now we're going to be able to go inside the forest to protect the animals. Right here we see a lot of the fish. A lot of reflection here.
Look at that one.
Here's a list of the species that we've seen in the tank. Another list of the wildlife here. Too much reflection here. There's a list of the species.
So like at the, in there, down there.
Catfish right there. There's a turtle way in the back. There's a list of the animals right here. That seems to be the toothless catfish. Here's a better view of that turtle. Here's another list of the animals we saw. It's the pig-nosed turtle. And the red-bellied short-necked turtle is probably the one that was rocking on the rocks. There's a crocodile right here. This seems to be freshwater territory. All of these rainbow fish right here. And a bunch of turtles. Here's the other side. Here's a list of some of the animals in this tank. And here's another one. We saw the Darwin's, probably the Darwin snake-neck turtle in there. Or the broad-shell turtle. The yabby. That looks like the yabby. The pincher crustacean. Here's another one. More of the fish. Pig-nosed turtle. Oh, there's some birds in the back. This would be the masked lapwing. Any more in the tank? Yeah.
Picture of you too. Hey, look. No, you're not allowed to pet.
Here's a list of the species. Right here on my right is Pier 3, and then the cross bridge over there connects to Pier 4. And it looks like right now there is something under construction called the Marsh Wetlands. That's going to open in summer 2024. So we came here a little bit early before it was open. we'll take a closer look to see what it looks like. As you can see here, this is the Marsh Wetlands exhibit that will open probably in a few months. It looks like it's basically almost done, being fenced off, and maybe they're trying to add in some plants and creatures to be able to live around the Baltimore inner harbor. So we're stepping on a suspension cable style bridge. It's actually rocking up and down as a lot of people are walking in. So yeah. So here's the concept art for it. It's not actually called the Marshall Wetland, it's called the Harbor Wetland, and it's presented by CFG Bank. And this is what it would look like. I think they still have to add some of the walkways and definitely the boardwalk, and maybe some of it would have to grow. And you can even see that there's some ducks in the concept art. So yeah, can't wait to see what it will look like when it becomes a reality in a few months.